Yes, my people, I hope you're all doing fantastically well on today's Wednesday. Today's your daily Liverpool transfer news roundup update. We are talking Alexander Isak as he arrived for Newcastle training. We are talking updates around him as in general. We're talking Harvey Elliott on his future to RB Leipzig. And we are also talking Darwin Nunez, who is set to leave the football club. Let's dive into all the topics for you today in today's video. David Ornstein has given his updates as to regards to the update. I don't want to put a firm judgment on how this will play out, but as things stand, I don't think the Sesko deal not happening suddenly collapses Isak's departure. I think by the time the window shuts on 1st of September, I think there's a very good chance Isak will have departed and his preference is joining Liverpool. So as we know, yeah, this is David Ornstein's stance and opinions on the situation. In my opinion, he's speaking with facts. He's speaking with facts, and he also gave a bit more on the update as well in a massive paragraph. Liverpool are indicating that they had no sort of immediate plans to come back in with a second bid, given the firmer, fast nature of Newcastle's repertoire. They didn't view that at any point I'm doing, let's see how it develops, because Alexander Isak intends to leave Newcastle. Sesko would have been in Newcastle's mind his replacement. They went Ekitike previously. The word at Newcastle was to play alongside Isak, but I think Isak and his representatives have made it clear for some time to Newcastle that his plan is to leave. And I think Newcastle chapter is closed from what I'm hearing. Is that the case of a game of over for Isak? He has to stay. Well, Newcastle hold the contract until 2028. They have the power to hold on to Isak, but I don't think they are stupid. They will know the situation they have on their hands. They will continue to find suitable replacements. They will be loads of names. Nicholas Jackson has been reported for some time that he is under consideration. There will be other names too. Obviously, they missed out on Benjamin Sesko. They're now going to be pivoting their way to Nicholas Jackson. So that's David Ornstein's stance on the situation. We've already got updates from Fabrizio Romano, and he has said that the reports of Liverpool not bidding again for Alexander Isak is not something I'm aware. So he's not heard of that. I'm told if Newcastle open the doors at some point this month, Liverpool will be ready and get Alexander Isak. So that's why Newcastle are trying to find replacements, because they know he wants to leave. They know he wants to leave the football club, etc. And today, he was not included in this local Eddie Howe get-together family barbecue. He arrived late. There is clips and there is images of him, doing that. And I think it was IndyCar News who tweeted that. Big up to him. He's actually got a fair bit correct this window. And obviously there is a clip here. Alexander Isak's body language is awful. You can tell he's very upset. I mean, just the way he's walking. You can see him getting out his car. And obviously there's another clip here of him rolling into the Newcastle training ground. He did also report late last night that Alexander Isak is set to put in a transfer request. Dave O.C. Carp has also reported this as the situation regarding Mr. Isak. I think the stance still remains, guys. They're trying to bring in a replacement, probably a Jackson now. And then once they got that, Liverpool will, go all in for Isak again. So Isak, I'm still confident will be a Liverpool player, and I think many people still are. Just right now, there's a couple of dominoes that need to fall into effect, which we're going to speak about one of them later in today's video. Alexander Isak has told to train alone in a move driven by Eddie Howe. Howe backing up words and actions. Isak is still pushing to leave. Anticipates within Newcastle he has to go or extend. No middle ground. So basically, Isak has to extend or he will leave. That's the stance now. So he either will have to sign a new contract and stay at Newcastle, or he will leave Newcastle United this summer. And I think, again, it's all leading to he's going to be leaving and he's going to be joining the Reds this summer. But as to why I think this does link into the dominoes, effect is simply because of one man, Darwin Nunez. A lot of reports, people coming out, throughout the day regarding Darwin Nunez and this situation. Understand the contract for Darwin Nunez at Hilal will be valid for 3 years. Darwin opened the doors to Hilal last week. Contract details are being sorted. Once done, here we will be. Here we go. So Darwin is expected to be here we go, probably in the days, hours, and minutes. Liverpool will receive 53 million euros plus add-ons, as successfully revealed. So we're going to be about 46 million quid plus add-ons, which we don't know what the add-ons are, but I'd assume it's probably like 10 to 15 million add-ons, which I think to get back up, you're probably going to make about 50 to 60 million pounds back off Darwin Nunez, which again is still fantastic business. Luis Diaz sold for 70 million. Tyler Morton has been sold, and obviously we'll get into Harvey Elliott later. Now Darwin Nunez, the outgoings are starting to trickle through now, because I do think Liverpool are going to go hard, in this rest of this window, i.e. with the likes of Alexander Isak, Gehi, Leone, possible another centre-back, potentially another winger as well. So it's going to be really intriguing to see how this deal does exceed. It's a good move for him because, like I said, look, it's just not worked out at Liverpool. We've mentioned this so many times on streams and videos. I just think mentally he's done at Liverpool Football Club. And I know he wanted that move to the Serie A, to Atletico Madrid. But this is still a good move because he can go there for a season or two and collect the bag. He'll be, 26, 27 when he leaves. So he can still get a decent move back into Europe, because we've seen many players go to Saudi Arabia, go there for a year or two, and come back to Europe and get a decent move. Look at Jordan Anderson, prime example, got a move to Ajax. So Darwin can still get a very, very good move. So that's definitely going to be interesting as to see how that is all going to develop. But yeah, Darwin Nunez, guys, looks like it's going to be a here we go any minute now. Moving on to another domino effect is, I'm a bit sad by this one, is Harvey Elliott. We're going to go through all the updates regarding him. This is what's happened. Florian Plettenberg, Harvey Elliott, and RB Leipzig are already in advanced talks over personal terms. Leipzig wants him, as revealed days ago. Concrete negotiations between the clubs are expected to follow once a verbal agreement is in place. Loan with an obligation or a permanent deal still open. Important, Elliott is keen to join RB Leipzig. This is a good move for him because I feel like Leipzig is very much a stepping stone club. Me personally, this is a really good move. This is probably the top 3 moves he probably could have got. I feel like it could have been a Leipzig, Tottenham, or a Brighton. For me, you go to Leipzig or a Brighton, that's where you're going to progress loads. He's still only 22 years of age. So he can go to Leipzig for, let's say, maybe 2-3 years, learn his craft. Again, Harvey Elliott's a quality footballer. He just doesn't suit on his slot system. He doesn't have the physicality, the height to be able to play in a slot system. That's not due to Harvey Elliott's fault. That's just due to his attributes that he has. If this was Jurgen Klopp, I feel like the situation would be far more different than it is. But this is Arne Slot's era now. This is Arne Slot's team, and this is his destiny now. But Harvey Elliott's lived every boy's dream. He's a Liverpool fan from birth, just like me. And he leaves as a Premier League champion 2-time. He's been to a Champions League final, won a dozen amount of League Cups, FA Cups. Been involved in some big Liverpool goals. So, we wish him all the best. And, I think Harvey Elliott is very much a fan favourite. I love Harvey, man. But unfortunately, it's just not worked out for him over the past year. And, probably get about 40, 45 million quid for him. Again, it's just fantastic business from Liverpool Football Club on that side of things. And also, Romano is also reporting the situation as well. Harvey Elliott loves Liverpool and would love to stay at the club, but with so many players joining, he knows it won't be easy to explore opportunities. Again, when you got Florian Wirtz, one of the best 10s in world football, to get in, it's very hard for you to even get minutes, let alone start for Liverpool Football Club. And Dave O.C. Cobb expecting an offer from RB Leipzig in the next 72 hours for him. And they've already spoken to him. So I expect this deal to be really advanced in the coming days, especially with advanced talks already taking place. But yeah, people, that is the end of today's daily Liverpool transfer news update. Make sure you're smashing that like button and you're subscribing. We are one subscriber, by the way. One subscriber from 2,100, 2.1k. Let's see if we can get it in this video. Smash the like, subscribe, take care, and goodbye.